Do you know, or did you know, Professor Mary de Haan, who's an academic, KZN, well-known activist in the area of policing and especially police killings, has written quite extensively about it?
Yeah, I'm aware of, yes, a Meriti Haas, yes. He write quite a lot.
And do you know that she's not a fan of the political killing stars team?
I'm aware she's not a friend of most police, not necessarily the PKTT. Most police, she will write a lot. She will give me instructions, what I must do and how and all sorts of that. I'm aware.
Okay. Well, it appears as if the minister became a fan of Mary de Haan's. She wrote a letter to him and she's bad-mouthing the political killing stars team and saying how bad they were and how bad Lieutenant General Khumalo is and he's not qualified to lead the team. You don't know about that letter. There was also a complaint subsequently filed or lodged with the police committee in Parliament, portfolio committee.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. She has been writing a lot of letters. I mean, but of course, some of those, most of his letters are not factual. When you read it, you quickly can realize that this person is not basing whatever she writes on facts.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to ask you any further on that.
Or are you, through you, Honorable Chair, or are you insinuating that the minister disbanded the team because of the letters of Ms. Meriti Haas?
No, I'm more than insinuating. I'm telling you that is one of the reasons that the minister will give that informed his decision to direct the disbandment of the political killing stars. And that she wrote to him on the 24th of October, 2024.
Then, through you, Honorable Chair, if that's the case, then not only us as police should be concerned, I think the whole South Africans should be concerned if a Minister of Police can base his decision on letters from an individual like Meriti Haas.
Yeah, of course, to be fair, he gives other reasons. The budget. He says in 2024, I think March, the budget for the task team was reduced quite substantially, which shows that, you know, it was scaling down its activities. He refers to the letter. What's the other two reasons? Okay.
Have Honorable Sauls.
Sorry, Chair. So anyway, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to comment on what some of his reasons might be. But I mean, what's also, of course, curious.
Chair, just for clarity, Advocate Arendse is presenting evidence on behalf of the minister who's going to be a witness here and is expecting the current witness, National Commissioner, to answer on that. But what concerns me more is that the advocate is making an assertion. He is actually saying the reason why the task team or the minister wanted to disband the task team was because of those letters. I mean, that is presenting an assertion as if it is fact. I want clarity, is that procedurally correct?
Honorable Nomvalo.
Chair, my understanding is that there's absolutely nothing wrong that has been done by the SC because he is putting a proposition to the witness. The witness has a right to deny or accept that proposition and qualify. If he denies, he must qualify, and if he accepts, he must qualify. He is not putting it as facts to say these are the facts that you cannot contest. So he's putting a proposition. So it is up to the witness to either deny or accept. So there's absolutely nothing wrong. That is my understanding.
Okay, then the question is the letter that the SC is referring
No,
to
but
part
this
of
is out
the
of order,
statement?
Chair. People can't just patch in like what he's
You
doing.
are just doing the same thing.
You can't just patch in.
I was on the floor. I'm asking, Chair, is the letter that we are dealing with now in
Honorable-
the statement?
Honorable Sauls. And
Chair, I just want clarity. Is the letter...
wait, just hold a moment, respectfully. So, the two honorable members, Honorable Sauls and Honorable Nomval, the people of this country are watching you, and they want to see your best and the best out of you. Can you please show them your best and show them the best out of you? I respect that you do that in the name of the people that we claim to serve. Please. Can we then come back to the meeting? Can I note hands of members who want to speak? Honorable Sauls, Honorable Cameron, Honorable Sangon. Yeah, can we speak in that? Or just hold. SC, General Masemo, just a moment. Okay, Honorable Sauls.
My understanding is that senior counsel is leading evidence, so he needs to deal with what the commissioner has submitted to us. So my question is, the letter that he's referring to, despite the assertion, is it part of the National Commissioner's statement?
Honorable Cameron.
Chair, I just wanted to say, I don't think there's anything to talk about. The SC is flowing, the process is working. This is our third day. Things are going well. Let's just keep moving. Let the SC be the SC. Thanks, Chair.
Honorable Sangon.
Thank you, Chair. I agree with the assertion that everything is cruising, but perhaps just to put Honorable Sauls at comfort. The SGC, firstly, in the morning did indicate that he would do exactly what he was doing, and he explained to us that the General is not going to be able to come back again, and therefore he will put some of these assertions. But on the issue of Mary de Haas, it does feature in the annexures that the General had submitted, even though he doesn't go into the letter. So it's not like it's issues that arise out of nowhere. So I support the notion that we should proceed. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
Can I get an answer to my question, Chair?
I
Is the letter part of the statement? Is it here? That's the question.
okay. Honorable Malema.
No, you need to reprimand the behavior of that honorable member. You just called him to order and he's repeating that. He just badges like we're in a cell. Prison cell. Please, man. They must speak through you. You call them to show the best of them. The honorable member, the other one is showing the best of, is repeating that other ugly part we don't want to see, of just badging. They must speak through you, Chair. Please. There are generals here who will arrest people.
Honorable Ngola.
No, Chair, I think also in this submission, we must pay attention. The submission by Honorable Sangoni does suggest that this which the SC is saying is part of the attachments in the volumes of evidence that have been submitted to us. So I don't know Honorable Sauls' question that he wants to be answered. Because this matter has been resolved. Can we proceed, Chair, please?
Honorable Sauls.
Chair, firstly, you must confirm to Honorable Malema that before I came and spoke, you looked at me when I raised my hand. So I wasn't out of order, that's number one. Number two, I'm not the one who's convicted for a criminal offense. So if someone needs to be arrested, it should be Honorable Malema. However, Chairperson, I am merely asking, if the House says, or if you say, Chair, that the letter that is evidence in the minister's statement, is that letter also part of the commissioner's statement? Then let the commissioner say the letter that senior counsel is referring to is what he gave us. Why was the commissioner not able to answer? He had to come back and ask, are you insinuating? And the reason why he did that is because it's not him that submitted that. But if I am wrong, I am willing to step back, Chair. But I have the right to ask for clarity. Thank you.
Look, honorable members, we have had a very exciting ad break. Do you still want me to give you time to go on? Maybe part of the country enjoys this moment. SC, all the documents are attached, isn't it? The matter of Haas is not coming for the first time before this committee. And it has also been spoken at length during the appearance of General Mkhwana. So it's very important to the general who is the accounting head of the SAPS. Even if he says, I don't want to comment about this matter, but it must be brought to his attention. And we want to request you to understand, Honorable Sauls, that the senior counsel is right to put the matter to General Masemola. Thank you so much.
Chair.
Okay.
My question was, is the letter, show me the letter as part of the statement. That's all I want to know. Is the letter part of the statement? No, the evidence leader didn't answer.
Okay.
Is the letter part of, and point me to the letter, please, Chair.
Senior counsel, the honorable member wants to hear you speak on this matter.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The letter is not part of the it's not part of General Masemola's statement, obviously. It was discussed. I think someone made a valid point that I think you did. It was discussed at length. In fact, not from questions that I put to Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, from questions that arose from the honourable members yesterday at length. He spoke about the House. He had quite a few interesting floral things to say about Mr. Haas, which we won't repeat here, General, in front of you. You might just reprimand him. But, so it was discussed. The letter, what I'm doing is, while we have the benefit of having General Masemola here, I'm putting to him, this is what Minister Mkhunu is going to say, are some of the reasons that he's going to give that informs his decision of the 31st of December. It's for his comment. Otherwise, he's going to sit at home, watching the TV maybe. Minister Nkunu sits where he's sitting now, gives his evidence, and he said, no. But this is the first time I'm hearing this. I'm giving him an opportunity to comment. He may refuse to comment, decline, or say, okay, I hear you, and we move on. Thank you. May I proceed? Thank you. Sorry, General. While I'm at it, I might as well give you the 4 reasons he gives, and you can comment. The one is he says he received a number of WhatsApp complaints about this killing task team. But these WhatsApps, he says he can't find them anymore, they've disappeared. So we'll ask him about that. The other one is the Dahan letter, which is a lot more detailed. The third one is the budget. I think you're aware that in March 2024, when the CFO, I think she did reduce the budget, and budgetary constraints were cited, but that is March 24. He became minister only in July 2024. And then there's also a work study by someone called some police officer, Fisser or somebody, and that work study does feature in the Sabia affidavit. So, just for your comment, if you're aware of any of this or want to comment on it, otherwise, just so that you know, this is what he's going to say.
Thanks, Honorable Chair and members. Senior Counsel, you say the second one. What is the second one?
It's the WhatsApps, it's Dahan, it's the budget, and the work study. That work study, just in case you can't remember what it was about, it's by an officer, surname of Fisser. Marais. Sorry. Marais. It actually is a work study that relates to several of the specified projects and task teams, including narcotics and other task teams. And one of the items there is political killings. And then the minister latches onto that part of it, it's political killings, as a justification or a reason why he took a decision. Can you recall that work study?
Through you, Honorable Chair, I will respond to Senior Counsel. I don't get the number 2. After WhatsApp, what's the second one?
The Dahan letter.
The Han.
Dahan, yeah. Haas.
Oh, the Haas. Oh. All right.
My Afrikaans is not so good this afternoon.
Okay. Thanks, Honorable Chair. Well, we didn't know with WhatsApps, as you say. But firstly, on Meriti Haas, I mean, she writes a letter every week. If you're going to disband a unit out of that, surely there is then there is huge problems. With regard to budget constraints, well, there have been budget constraints all along, but does it mean if there are budget constraints, the minister would not talk to me, he will jump and go to CFO and take decisions? That's quite strange if that's the case. The second one, saying with the work study. The work study obviously it was sanctioned by me. And if it gets approved by myself as National Commissioner. And I'm the one that will indicate whether here we implement or we don't implement. There is no any other person that can unilaterally go decide somewhere that you implement. So where did he get this work study from? Because I supposed to have given a directive that we implement. I'm aware that, yes, there was a work study to say, let's look at all task teams nationally. But at the end of the day, it does not mean whatever has been recommended is going to be implemented if it's not feasible. to give an example of a task team that has been there for quite some time, the task team that is at the border of South Africa and Mozambique in the northern KwaZulu-Natal, Emanguzi. It has been there for quite some time, and most of you knows how the community there is unhappy if the task team is not there. You remove them one day, you will have problems same day. So it's some matters that unfortunately we have to live with. So does it mean then the minister will just have powers to go and remove a task team? Surely that's not how it works. So those work studies, at some point we'll decide which ones we implement and which ones not. And of course, I don't think it's fair for the minister to implement what is in work studies on behalf of me, without me. Surely that is wrong according to me. So I don't find any cogent reason out of these four. I don't find any reason that definitely hold water that you could go alone and decide to write a letter of disbandment. Well, surely you could have engaged to say, these are the reasons and this is what I'm thinking. Then we can then discuss with the minister and look at what is the real facts. Meriti Haas will say, political task team have got no mandate to exist, is useless, have got no, does not have successes. But we know, those that now and then you read, you see the convictions they are having now and then. So it depends where she's writing from. But if you're writing from really this country, you should be aware of the work of the team. There's so many convictions that are out there that they do make on a daily basis. And for me, that doesn't justify or suffice to have written such a directive based on these reasons that are being given. Thank you.
Thank you very much, General. Can we just move on to another topic? The Medicare 24 Swani contract. It's at page 39, paragraph 89. Through to the top of page 44. Now, just before we go into a bit more detail and just as briefly as you can, just describe to us what this was a huge contract, a multi-million rand contract. 360 million rand contract. How would such a contract be awarded? Just briefly, what are the procurement processes that would have to be followed before an award is made of a contract of that size?
Nothing. Sure, I would do honestly.